Welcome everybody. Today I want to talk about the importance of open houses. And this is something that even myself, I kind of find myself shading away from a little bit. And only because I've been selling new construction homes and real estate, but primarily new construction homes for 10 years now. And when I started doing this, I read a book called Becoming a Champion Real Estate Agent. And basically that book told me that if I put in, a certain amount of work up front here, and I did all of these open houses, and I worked 6-7 days a week, and I took meetings whenever I needed to, that at some point I would basically not have to prospect as much anymore, and most of the sales that I would get would become referrals. And I'm at that point right now. The emails, the phone calls, all of the leads that come in from not the open house are enough to keep me busy. And I've mentioned before in other videos, I can only sell, 25 new construction homes a year because I do a lot of other real estate stuff as well. I probably have 10 to 12 lot transactions that are on top of that. And then I probably have 10 to 12 single family home listings, people that are going to build with us and will end up listing their homes. Well, now I have a full-time real estate agent. I can shuffle those listings over to her. I still procure them, and then she takes care of everything else on them. And then we do a commission split with them. I've been fortunate to be able to get enough sales just off of referrals alone, and people that have built with us in the past and had a good experience, or they have a friend that built with us, or a friend that talked about us, or they know a contractor that works with us, and that's how we're going to get the new build sale there. So I haven't needed to do as many open houses, and Sunday is usually the big open house day, and that's the day that I have been usually meeting with people, and I'll do anywhere from 2 to 4 meetings on Sunday because most people have off of work on Sunday, and I can kind of just dedicate that day to meetings. But the one thing I'm not doing when I'm having those meetings is an open house. And yes, even though I am busy enough with what I have, I still do have a drive to sell even more homes and make even more of an income than I do now. And so you always need to keep your pipeline full. And so you may have a bunch of people that you're working with. Now you're kind of on the tail end with them, and maybe there's a little bit of a gap in between when all of those people are going to close on their construction loan and the next set of people, or the next person's going to close on their construction loan. And really, in this industry, at least with myself, I'm 100% commission based. So I don't get paid until a client closes on their construction loan. And my payments time out in a manner in which I don't get paid until they close on their construction loan. So I may have 4 people that close on construction loans in the month of July, and then I may have 0 that close in the month of August. And then the next one may not close until halfway through September. And the best way to be, financially the most successful in this business is to have consistency, or to just have consistent closings, at least one closing a month. So that way it helps you budget as well. The importance of doing open houses. So Sunday I had 2 meetings scheduled. One of those days where I was not planning on doing an open house. Well, my first meeting canceled. So what I did is I actually took the time that I was going to, the time allotted meant for that first meeting, and I decided I'm going to do an open house until it's time for my second meeting. So I got my sign set out, got my flag up, and a half hour later, somebody walked through the door. And that's the thing with the open houses. If you get the signs out there and you're in an area where you're off of some, high traffic roads, or even if you're not, if there's people out and about on a Sunday, they may be going to open houses that are advertised by another builder. They're going to see your sign. That's what they were out there doing. So they're going to stop by and take a look. So had somebody come through the doors, and this could end up being a great potential client that we would be working with. So number one, they've got a house and they were thinking about tearing that house down and building a new house where this one is located. But because of the neighborhood that the home is located in, these homes are probably 210 to 250. If you're going to tear down a house and build a new one, you're going to, be spending $300,000 plus. So it's not going to appraise out in that neighborhood. So they determined that they're not going to be able to do that. The home was passed down from her mother, and so now they're basically looking at just selling it as is, and they're thinking that it's going to be a home that maybe an investor or someone who flips houses would purchase, and they could pick it up for X amount of dollars, put X amount of dollars into it, sell it for X amount of dollars, and make a profit. I just drove by the home through the neighborhood. It's a great neighborhood. There was another home for sale just down the road. I called and found out what that one was listed for. There's a really big difference between what the potential home could be purchased for and what this other one's selling for, to where I know there's enough income to be made there. So number one, from doing this open house, I work with flippers. There's some good potential there, and either way, I'm going to buy this house, our business is going to buy this house, or my home flipper is going to buy it. This is definitely, unless something comes up that really shoots it down, I think everything is going to end up checking out, and this will be a house that somebody associated to me ends up purchasing. So that's the number one. That's the first great result from the open house that I did. Number two is they're going to build a house. So they need a lot, and then they need to build a house. So I'm going to be the guy that's going to find them the lot, and I'm going to be the guy that writes the offer on the lot. Number three, I'm going to get the home build. As long as I don't screw anything up here, and I follow up with them and keep in touch with them and keep on track with them, I'm going to get the home build. But even if all else fails and they end up buying another existing home, in which I will actually have my realtor get in touch with them, April, and she can start showing them existing homes. So that way, if they see an existing home, they don't end up building or buying a lot, our real estate company is the one that's getting that transaction as well. So that's just from one person that came through on an open house. And if I would have done the open house for 4 hours like you normally would if you're going to do an open house, and if you're doing them Saturday and Sunday, and Saturday's usually a little bit slower, but still, maybe you get that person that came in on Saturday, and you get 3 others that come in on Sunday, and you get 2 great potential leads there, and maybe 1 or 2, building clients' real estate transactions. It's so worth it. So the importance of open houses, and if you're busy, the way that the market is right now, you may say, I don't want to spend my weekend doing an open house. But if you're hungry to sell more homes, get more real estate transactions, sell more new construction home builds, don't forget about the open houses. They're still very important. People, they check you out online. They do a lot of looking online, shopping online. But when it comes to buying a house, they're not going to do everything online. They want to come to the house. They want to see the house. They want to see the quality, the materials that you use. They want to meet you. So you've already got a first initial meeting where you got to know them a little bit. You walked them through the house. You showed them the finishes in the house. So now you can go ahead and set up another meeting. That's meeting number 2, and you're already on your way with them. If you're a new construction salesperson or real estate agent that's involved with new construction home sales, please share this video. Give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment, a review, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for your time, and until next time, take care.